Aloha, Ohana and friends, and keiki. And keiki, as you know, is the Hawaiian word for children. It's time for Tales with Tutu again. This time, instead of starting with a story, I'm going to start with a song. Song you all know, so sing it with me. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Next time, won't you sing with me? Now, most of the kids, when they come in, will sing that with the Elemento syndrome. Sounds like one whole word, Elemento. To stop that syndrome of Elemento, I taught the kids another language with the alphabet, and that's the language of signing, which is what I'm going to teach you today. Watch what happens when you add sign language to the alphabet song. Watch what happens to the Elemento syndrome. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. And now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sign with me? So as soon as you add sign language to the O and M-O-N-O syndrome, it changes it. M-N-O-P. So I'm going to teach you all how to sign it. And when you sing it with that. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. And now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sign with me? So I'm going to teach you all how to sign the alphabet right now with a beautiful book that I've used for over 50 years. I tell you, it's wonderful. It's written by Laura Rankin. It's a scholastic book, so you can even look it up on your internet. The thing that's wonderful, the way that she wrote the book, is that for each letter of the alphabet, she has the hand holding an item that starts with that letter of the alphabet. So you take your A, make a fist, put your thumb right up, and that's the letter A. What does the A say? A, A, A. What does an A say? A, A, A. What does an A say? A, A, A. Yes, an A says A, 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 A. And then for B, she has bubbles all around the hand. You take your fingers, put them together, put your thumb right across there. B. What does a B say? B, B, B. What does a B say? B, B, B. What does a B say? B, B, B. Yes, the B says B, 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 B. For C, you simply curl your hand to make the letter C, like a cup hook. What does a C say? K, K, K. What does a C say? K, K, K. What does a C say? K, K, K. Yes, the C says K, K, K. D, for dragonfly, you make a lowercase d. Your fingers together, index fingers straight up. Pretend there's a dragonfly sitting right on the tip of it. What does a D say? D, D, D. What does a D say? D, D, D. What does a D say? D, D, D. Yes, the D says D, 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 D. E, you have 3 legs. 1, 2, 3. You take all 3 of them and put them right on the tip of your thumb. I'll make sure I get it right for you. What does an E say? E, F, A. What does an E say? E, F, E. What does an E say? F, F, F. Yes, the E says F, 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 F. So you can sing the song to go along with it. The F has 3 legs, 1, 2, and a long one. So you take 3 fingers, put them together, and hold your other 2 together like that. What does an F say? What does the F say? What does the F say? Yes, the F says f. And there's fog all around this hand. It's a little hard to see on here. The G is like this letter, this long line atop the letter, G pointing, and she's wearing a glove. What does a G say? G, G, G. What does a G say? G, G, G. What does a G say? G, G, G. Yes, the G says G, 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 G. The H has two long lines, so it's two fingers together. What does the H say? What does the H say? What does the H say? Yes, the H says, and it's going through a hole. And then I has icicles dripping down. You take your baby finger, stick it straight up like the dot on the I. What does an I say? I. What does an I say? I. What does an I say? I. Yes, the I says I. J, you have to picture a jar of jam. Take your finger and make a J. You're almost drawing a picture of it in the air, and it's like dipping in a jar of jam. What does a J say? J, J, J. What does a J say? J, J, J. What does the J say? J, J, J. Yes, the J says J, 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 J. Whereas the K has all 1, 2, 3 legs. You almost make it look like the letter K. Your hands. So you take a V, put your thumb between the V, and that's the letter K. What does a K say? K, K, K. Holding keys. What does a K say? K, K, K. What does a K say? K, K, K. Yes, the K says K, 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 K. The letter L is just exactly the same shape as the letter itself, with lace all around her hand. What does the L say? Oh, oh, oh. What does the L say? Oh, oh, oh. What does the L say? Oh, oh, oh. Yes, the L says oh, 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 oh. The M, 1, 2, 3 legs. So you take 3 fingers and you put them on top of your thumb. 1, 2, 3, the letter M. What does an M say? Mirror. What does an M say? Mirror. What does an M say? Yes, the M says And the N doesn't have 3, it has only 2 legs, so you put those on top instead. This is M for 3, M. For N, it's only 2. 1, 2. What does an N say? Nails. What does an N say? Nails. What does an N say? Nails. Yes, an N says What does an O say? O, ah, O. What does an O say? O, ah, O. What does an O say? O, ah, ornament. Yes, the O says O, ah, O, ah, O. P is like the small lowercase p. You can see you make it with your fingers, with your hand. What does a P say? P, p, p. What does a P say? P, not P. What does a P say? P, p, paint. Yes, the P says P, 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 p. What does a Q say? Q, qu, Q. What does a Q say? Qu, qu, quilt. What does a Q say? Qu, qu, quilt. Yes, the Q says Q, qu, Q, qu, qu. What does an R say? Ribbon. What does an R say? Ribbon. What does an R say? Ribbon. Yes, an R says I say this is kind of like a lowercase r. You know how the lowercase goes over like that? So it's your index finger across your tall finger. What does an S say? What does an S say? What does an S say? Yes, the S says stamps. T has this with a cross, so you take your two fingers, bend them down, and make that the cross, and here's your straight up and down line. What does the T say? T, t, t. What does the T say? T, top, t. What does the T say? T, t, t. Yes, the T says t, 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 t. Now, I know you've noticed the example is thimble. So now you have the TH sound. She has incorporated a lot of different learning going on each page. U is two legs, so it's a U straight up like this. Umbrella. What does a U say? Up, up, up. What does a U say? Up, up, up. What does a U say? Up, up, up. Yes, a U says up, 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 up. Likewise, with a V, you just open your fingers, and like magic, you have a V for Valentine. What does a V say? V, V, V. What does a V say? V, V, V. What does a V say? V, V, V. Yes, a V says V, 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 V. And then, if you add one more leg, you got a W. Now, a lot of people say this is 3, but this is not 3 in sign language. It is only a letter. It's the letter W. If you wanted to sign to 3, you would do 1, 2, 3 with your thumb. That's how you sign the number 3. To sign the letter W, you use 3 fingers. What does a W say? Wah, wah, wah. What does a W say? Wah, wah, wah. What does a W say? Web all around. Yes, a W says wah, 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 wah. X, index finger straight up, just curve it. What does the X say? X, X, X. What does the X say? X, X, X. What does the X say? X, X, X. Yes, the X says X, 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 X. The Y has 2 lines going out, so those are your thumb and your last baby finger to make the Y. And the long part of your arm is the neck of the Y. What does a Y say? Y, y, y. What does a Y say? Y, yo, yo, y. What does a Y say? Y, y, y. Yes, the Y says y, 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 y. And for the letter Z, it's your index finger, and you trace the letter Z in the air to make the letter Z. What does the Z say? Z, z, z. What does the Z say? Z, zipper, z. What does the Z say? Z, z, z. Yes, the Z says z, 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 z. You can go back and look at this as many times as you need it, but it'll come very fast, and you will learn how to sign the handmade alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. And now I know my alphabet. Next time, won't you sign with me? A, you're adorable. B, you're so beautiful. C, you're a cutie full of charms. D, you're a darling. And E, you're exciting. And F, you're a feather in my arms. G, you look good to me. H, you're so heavenly. I, you're the one I idolize. J, we're like Jack and Jill. K, you're so kissable. L is the love light in your eyes. M, N, O, P, I could go on all day. Q, R, S, T, alphabetically speaking, you're okay. You made my life complete. V means you're very sweet. W, X, Y, Z. Well, it's fun to wander through the alphabet with you to tell you what you mean to me. Also in the book, A, you're adorable. B, you're so beautiful. C, you're a cutie full of charms. D, you're a darling. And E, you're exciting. And F, you're a feather in my arms. G, you look good to me. H, you're so heavenly. You're the one I idolize. J, we're like Jack and Jill. K, you're so kissable. L is the love light in your eyes. M, N, O, P, I could go on all day. Q, R, S, T, alphabetically speaking, you're okay. You made my life complete. V means you're very sweet. W, X, Y, Z. Well, it's fun to wander through the alphabet with you to tell you what you mean to me. A, you're adorable. B, you're so beautiful. C, you're a cutie full of charm. D, you're a darling, and E, you're exciting, and F, you're a feather in my arms. G, you look good to me. H, you're so heavenly. I, you're the one I idolize. J, we're like Jack and Jill. K, you're so kissable. L is the love light in your eyes. M, N, O, P, I could go on all day. Q, R, S, T, alphabetically speaking, you're okay. You made my life complete. V means you're very sweet. W, X, Y, Z. Oh, well, it's fun to wander through the alphabet with you to tell you what you mean to me. So there you have it in a nutshell. Now go practice and have a great day. Remember to share a song, a story, or a poem with a friend, someone you haven't met yet. Ahui ho, aloha.